Welcome after the break. I had a lot of personal things that I needed to catch up, like licensing, painting another army and testing speed paints for 3 months. I'll release video on the speed paint soon, but in the meantime we're gonna move to Shatterpoint. I don't think I'm gonna be playing the game, maybe not, I don't know, but I wanted to dip my toe into iconic bugs. This is some rescue, so we're gonna start with Han, and I can't wait to start painting it. Welcome to the first color, and it will be 90% of this miniature. We're gonna take Celestial Grey, and we're gonna go over entire Stormtrooper armor. So just make it thin. I primed it already light color and apply it to entire miniature to make it uniform. Then we're gonna do highlights, shades, and so on. Something like this. We're done with Celestial Grey. You can see most armor is completely done at once. So it's quick and smooth, and we're gonna start doing the black. And that will be like 90% of the miniature completed. We'll start going into some final details now with blacks. So of course gun is gonna go black. And all these connections between the Stormtrooper armor. So you're gonna apply a bottom black all over there. So Han's black colors are done. You can see it's pretty annoying to getting into all those small grooves, but now we're gonna move to skin, and majority of the miniature is completed. Now it's gonna be simple. Now we're gonna just apply Cadian Flesh Tone over the face, and that will be Han. Not completely, but his skin. So you apply over there, like this. Skin is done, so the only thing to do is left is do hair. Base color are almost completed. We're gonna apply more Frank Brown over his hair, like that, and that will be Han's base colors, and you could put him on the table like that. So all of our base colors are applied. You can see the hair being completed, and this perfectly fine tabletop miniature that you can put on the table and play Shatterpoint. I'm gonna shade it and do a little bit more work on it. Now we're gonna mix null oil with lemon medium. I do half and half. I don't want it to stand out that much, and we're gonna apply over all the white parts. Pretty quick, go over the entire miniature, and in a few seconds it's gonna be done. So let me show you the entire process. Be generous, apply everywhere. Be careful around the head. And this is fully shaded Han. Now we're gonna do our last shade, which is just a skin and hair tone. So Rakeland Flesh shade right over the face, right there. Generous, quick, and it's tiny amount of work. So you can see me applying it over the entire hair. It goes into those grooves, so it's gonna give you that texture and detail on the miniature. You can see his face now popping up a lot more. So seeing the contrast there, and that's what I would call perfect tabletop ready miniature. You can see already with the white started showing all the details, and because of that, that's a perfect miniature. We're gonna start out with all our highlights, which is gonna be really three colors if we're gonna do the hair. And you're gonna go over all this white on the armor. So for example, shoulder pads, you're gonna re-highlight all this after the other one, and leg pieces, like armor, belt, and so on. All of this you're gonna highlight back with lighter color, and I'll show you after and the shoulder pads. You can see the Stormtrooper armor painted, so you can see edges and everything highlighted. Not highlighted, but you know, covered back over the shade. You can see how all the details pop on the Stormtrooper, and Han is almost done. We're getting to the finish. Next color that we're gonna finish off the highlights is his face skin. So we're gonna go over with Cadian flesh tone again, all the raised parts like nose, like cheekbones, right there. You can see it popping on the side of there. You can see the flesh on his face is completed. And now we're gonna do a few touches on the hair and we're done. Okay, we're gonna take the smallest brush right now, and we're gonna do a little bit of hair highlights. See individual strands like this, and as you can see, it's one single strand, and you're gonna go and repeat that over the entire miniature. Han's hair is done. You can see individual hair strands, and like on the side here. And now we're gonna move to the base. You could do highlight on the edges of the armor, but I think it's not really gonna be stand out too much, and it's gonna make it pop not realistic like from the movie. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like a metal edges, so I don't feel like I want to do it on these miniatures. But you could do edge highlighting for entire miniature. Okay, we're gonna go start with Han's base, and we're gonna apply this silver right onto this grate that he's stepping on, and that will be the only metal piece that we're gonna do. So it's gonna be this section, and we're gonna paint it carefully not to go over the shoe or boot. I'm gonna apply it over the entire thing like this, and that will be the lead bircher part on him. Be careful around the place like there where he steps on. That will be tricky to paint always. And that's the lead bircher part. Okay, we're gonna finish the base on Han, almost entire base. So we're gonna just apply mechanical standard gray. We're gonna go over the entire thing like this. Just be careful around the grate over there. And his base is done. Almost. We just have to do the sand piece, but we're almost there. And Han will be completed. We're gonna do last piece on Han, which is this portion of the base. So we're gonna apply yellow over it, and after the overland it's gonna look like sand. So I'll show you how this completes in a second. So you can see Han being done. The yellow is done, that's the sand, and I'm just gonna apply Argos Earth Shade, and I'll show you the final result. You just apply Argos Earth Shade over the entire base. So now you can see Han with applied Argos Earth Shade, and I'll call him done. You can dry brush the gray part. I'll see if I do it, maybe I'll do it for the photo, but for now that will be all on this. And you can see the sand starts looking like a sand now, and it's a beautiful miniature.